Titanium Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading for Leos, okay? So this is for any placement you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms because I know I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the one deck I use is the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. And I will also mention what is important for you to utilize your own intuition. Now, let's get into the cards, my gorgeous and fellow Leos. I'm a Leo rising myself. So the first set I pulled for you guys starts off with the Prince of Winter, who is a very impulsive, who is intellectual, who is determined in his actions, and who is focused towards what he wants to create. This is a different type of impulsivity. This is the type of impulsivity where people around you don't understand what you're doing, but you understand what you're doing, and you are understanding that you or someone you're dealing with is understanding that you guys are following your intuition. And to most, that doesn't make any sense. But to you, it makes complete and total sense. And so you're following your intuition when it comes to your occupation. Because the Three of Autumn says, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Blah. Then you have the World card. Now the World card talks of a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. It is the completion of a cycle. So you have completely completed it. Well, not completely, but you've completed a cycle. And due to that, you're now being able to move on, right? Move on to something bigger and grander, the next stage of your life, right? So the next card you have is Balance, which is Temperance in this deck. It says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. Yep, take your time and compare, right? Consider. Well, this card says consider everyone's viewpoint. This one says compare. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. And the Dreamer is the Fool in this deck. It's basically saying whatever you noticed, whatever you have gotten out of all your thinking, all out of the stuff that you meditated upon, put that aside, and then embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. You've done the work, you did the thinking necessary, now you can go on your journey and be a success, right? Yeah. What? Okay, so first you had the Prince of Winter, now you have the Prince of Summer. Now the Prince of Summer, okay, is a romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious individual. It says falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yes. So, did I say that the Prince of Summer is romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious as well? Now, see, the Prince of Summer is younger than the Prince of Winter. See, the Prince of Winter is like a teen, while as the Prince of Summer is a tween, right? So he is just happily going about what he needs to do. This would be the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups, all right, would talk of basically you're extending your emotions, right? But this is just the complete extent. One extent of offering your emotions. This is the emotional, needy person. It's just like going with the wind. I mean, it's depicted in the picture, right? Go with the flow. Depicted on this card, right? He's actually riding a dandelion flower. That's pretty rad. Which you can see again as in regards to the Prince of Winter, who is riding a ferret. He's riding a ferret, but at least for some reason it looks less. It is still on ground. It is still on land, right? It might be winter, but he is in a forest, right? It's not like it's completely, he's thrown himself, like the Prince of Summer has completely thrown himself off of something, and he's just floating back down to Earth, and that collision with Earth will be like a thud, right? A very loud thud. But the Prince of Winter, all right, it's a little more calculated. There might be less, it's not as sturdy as some other type of thing, but it's definitely more sturdy than a frickin' dandelion. That's all I can say, right? So it is more thought out, it's more methodical, and he is just following his intuition, and I guess his intuition says, ride this ferret now, and so he's doing that now. But for the Prince of Summer, it's like he just went off a ledge on a whim of doing that, and he might crash and burn a lot, right? Because his emotions will definitely crash and burn, right? Because it says falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. The need to stay grounded is what he needed, which the Prince of Winter has, because he is on the back of a ferret, while as the Prince of Summer is on the back of a dandelion, right? I'm just saying. Then you have the Emperor. Now, I feel like the lesson that the Prince of Summer is going to learn is definitely going to allow him to become the Emperor. Maybe not this week, maybe on a larger scale, but definitely this is what this person is going to become through experience. Because on this card it says, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. And the word compassionate lets you know that he is able to tap into his emotions. He's not just logical and cold and shrewd like the King of Winter would be, right? He is better than that. He has control over his emotions, his thoughts, and all that fun stuff, right? Then you have the Ego card. Now the Ego card is the Devil card in this deck. It says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. So this Prince of Summer, who is becoming the Emperor, the in between those two, they need to learn how to manage the Prince of Summer needs to learn how to manage his emotions, right? Yes, he does need to learn how to manage his emotions, because once he does that, he will definitely be able to tap into the Ten of Summer, which means that he has completely emotionally matured, and he has complete control over his emotions, which is great, because then the next set starts off with Six of Autumn, which talks of equal give and take, sharing, right? It says take. The good comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. This is amazing! And being able to borrow wisely and repay a debt is also going to allow you to reach your Ten of Pentacles, which is Ten of Autumn in this deck. It just says take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring your family traditions, which is great. And so you're doing that in response to a Five of Autumn, because when you were younger, okay, you felt like you needed to reach out for assistance. You made a career change which was very poorly timed, and so you felt like you had money issues. And so to ensure that your children don't have that, you're definitely going to do everything in your power to avoid that. So, my gorgeous and fellow Leos, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all, I might not answer all.